Welcome to Podcast Summaries, where every week we break down powerful ideas from 8 to 10 top podcasts to help you grow, heal, and thrive while saving time. If you find this summary helpful, please subscribe and check out links for more content. Your support keeps this journey going. Here is summarized version of anti-aging expert, missing this vitamin is as bad as smoking the truth about creatine featuring Dr. Rhonda Patrick by Stephen Bartlett. Stephen Bartlett asks Dr. Rhonda Patrick about her obsession with health and longevity. She explains that through her research in biomedical science, she's discovered many small changes that can have a significant impact on our health span, which is the period of time we're disease-free and healthy. She's passionate about sharing this information with the world so people can make simple changes to live healthier and feel better. Dr. Rhonda Patrick shares that she's learned that genetics play a small role in how we age, and lifestyle is the biggest factor. She gives the example of two 70-year-old men, John and Rob, who have vastly different health outcomes due to their lifestyle choices. John is healthy and active while Rob is struggling with cognitive decline and physical limitations. She emphasizes that exercise is a crucial factor in aging well, and it's not just about physical health, but also mental health and cognitive function. Stephen Bartlett asks Dr. Patrick to imagine two versions of himself, one who follows her advice and one who doesn't. She explains that the person who follows her advice, Steve A., would likely live a longer and healthier life, with a better quality of life, while Steve B. would experience a significant decline in health and cognitive function. She estimates that Steve A. could live up to 14 years longer than Steve B., with a much better quality of life. Dr. Patrick shares her excitement about gene therapies and the potential for reprogramming cells to be more youthful. She explains that researchers have discovered a way to partially reprogram cells, which could lead to rejuvenating organs and potentially solving aging and rejuvenation. She notes that this research is still in its early stages, but it's promising. Stephen Bartlett asks Dr. Patrick where she thinks is the most important place to start the conversation about aging and longevity. She emphasizes the importance of physical activity and notes that being sedentary is a disease that can increase the risk of early mortality. She shares a study that found that 3 weeks of bed rest can have a worse impact on cardiorespiratory fitness than 30 years of aging. She stresses that cardiorespiratory fitness is a key predictor of longevity, and that exercise is essential for maintaining it. Stephen Bartlett asks a crucial question: how can we improve our cardiorespiratory fitness? Dr. Rhonda Patrick explains that the key is to engage in vigorous intensity exercise, which is the kind of exercise that leaves you breathless and unable to have a conversation. This type of exercise is essential for improving cardiorespiratory fitness, and it's not just about the intensity, but also the duration. Dr. Patrick explains that even moderate intensity exercise, such as using a Stairmaster, may not be enough to improve cardiorespiratory fitness. In fact, studies have shown that people who engage in moderate intensity exercise for 2.5 hours a week may still not see improvements in their cardiorespiratory fitness. On the other hand, high-intensity interval training has been shown to be effective in improving cardiorespiratory fitness, even in people who are sedentary. This protocol has been shown to be effective in improving cardiorespiratory fitness and even reversing the structural changes that occur with age in the heart. She emphasizes that the key is to find a protocol that works for you and to start slowly, gradually increasing the intensity and duration over time. Dr. Patrick explains that when we engage in vigorous intensity exercise, our bodies undergo a range of physiological responses that are essential for improving cardiorespiratory fitness. One of the key responses is the production of lactate, which is often misunderstood as a waste product. However, lactate is actually a signaling molecule that helps our muscles communicate with other organs, including the brain. It's also a source of energy for our brain and other organs, and it's been shown to improve cognition, memory, and mood. Stephen Bartlett asks a question that many of us have wondered: why can't we just drink lactate or take a shot of it instead of going through vigorous interval training? Dr. Patrick explains that while lactate can be beneficial when consumed, it's not the same as producing it through exercise. When we consume lactate, it gets used by the gut cells before it can be absorbed into the circulation, and it's not as effective in improving cardiorespiratory fitness. Dr. Patrick emphasizes that there's no shortcut to improving cardiorespiratory fitness, and that exercise is essential for achieving optimal health and well-being. Stephen Bartlett wonders why our bodies don't just produce more lactate and other beneficial compounds on their own. Dr. Rhonda Patrick explains that as we age, our bodies become less efficient, and our ability to produce these compounds naturally decreases. She notes that our bodies do make some of these compounds, like creatine, but not enough to meet our needs, especially as we age. Dr. Patrick also points out that our diet plays a role in our body's ability to produce these compounds, and that vegans and vegetarians may need to rely more heavily on supplements since they don't get creatine from animal products. Stephen Bartlett asks about the impact of exercise on cognitive decline and whether it's possible to reverse brain aging. Dr. Patrick shares a study that found aerobic exercise can actually increase the size of the hippocampus, a part of the brain involved in learning and memory, even in older adults. She notes that this is a remarkable finding, as it suggests that exercise can not only prevent cognitive decline, but also reverse it. Dr. Patrick emphasizes that it's never too late to start exercising, and that even small amounts of exercise can have a significant impact on brain health. Stephen Bartlett asks about the causes of dementia and Alzheimer's disease. Dr. Patrick explains that it's a complex multifactorial disease with many different causes, including the buildup of amyloid plaques in the brain. She notes that sleep plays an important role in clearing out these plaques, and that people who don't get good sleep over the course of decades have a higher risk of Alzheimer's disease. Dr. Patrick also mentions that glucose metabolism is disrupted in the brains of people with Alzheimer's disease, and that a diet high in refined carbohydrates and sugar can contribute to this disruption. Stephen Bartlett asks about the role of genetics in Alzheimer's disease. Dr. Patrick explains that certain genetic variants, such as the ApoIV gene, can increase the risk of Alzheimer's disease. However, she notes that lifestyle factors, such as exercise, diet, and sleep, can also play a significant role in reducing this risk. Dr. Patrick emphasizes that it's not destiny to get Alzheimer's disease just because you have a certain genetic variant, and that making healthy lifestyle choices can help mitigate this risk. Stephen Bartlett asks about simple things that can be done to improve cognitive performance as we age. She notes that multivitamins contain a variety of vitamins and minerals that are important for brain health, and that taking a multivitamin can be a simple and effective way to support cognitive function. Dr. Patrick also discusses the importance of micronutrients, such as folate and vitamin D, in supporting brain health. She notes that deficiencies in these nutrients can have a significant impact on cognitive function and overall health, and that making sure to get enough of these nutrients through diet and supplements can help support brain health as we age. Stephen Bartlett asks Dr. Rhonda Patrick about the consequences of vitamin D deficiency, particularly for individuals with darker skin tones who may have a harder time producing it from sunlight. Dr. Patrick explains that vitamin D deficiency can lead to a range of health problems, including an increased risk of dementia, and that it's essential to get enough vitamin D through a combination of sun exposure, diet, and supplements. Dr. Patrick shares a study that found people with African American skin had to stay in the sun 6 to 10 times longer than people with fair skin to produce the same amount of vitamin D. She notes that this can be a significant problem for individuals who move to areas with limited sunlight, such as England, and may not be able to produce enough vitamin D through sun exposure alone. Stephen Bartlett asks Dr. Patrick to explain the consequences of vitamin D deficiency in terms of symptoms. Dr. Patrick notes that vitamin D deficiency can be insidious and may not have noticeable symptoms at first, but can lead to a range of health problems over time, including an increased risk of dementia. She explains that vitamin D plays a crucial role in regulating the expression of genes involved in brain health, and that deficiency can lead to damage to the brain's white matter. Dr. Patrick shares a study that found people who supplemented with vitamin D had a 40% reduced risk of dementia, and that those who were deficient in vitamin D had an 80% increased risk. She notes that vitamin D is essential for maintaining healthy brain function, and that deficiency can have serious consequences. Stephen Bartlett asks Dr. Patrick about the ketogenic diet and its potential benefits for brain health. Dr. Patrick explains that the ketogenic diet can be beneficial for brain health by reducing inflammation and increasing the production of beta-hydroxybutyrate, a ketone body that can be used as energy by the brain. She notes that beta-hydroxybutyrate has been shown to have neuroprotective effects and may help to reduce the risk of dementia. Dr. Patrick explains that the ketogenic diet works by reducing the body's reliance on glucose for energy and increasing its use of fatty acids. She notes that this can lead to a range of benefits, including weight loss, improved blood sugar control, and increased energy levels. Stephen Bartlett asks Dr. Patrick about the potential benefits of exogenous ketones, which are supplements that contain beta-hydroxybutyrate. Dr. Patrick explains that exogenous ketones can be beneficial for individuals who have trouble following a ketogenic diet, or who want to experience the benefits of ketosis without having to drastically change their diet. She notes that exogenous ketones can provide a quick energy boost and may have therapeutic benefits for individuals with mild cognitive decline or Alzheimer's disease. Dr. Patrick explains that exogenous ketones work by providing the body with a source of beta-hydroxybutyrate that can be used as energy by the brain. She notes that this can lead to a range of benefits, including improved focus, attention, and cognitive function. She also notes that exogenous ketones may have therapeutic benefits for individuals with Alzheimer's disease by reducing inflammation and increasing the production of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, a protein that is essential for brain health. Stephen Bartlett asks Dr. Rhonda Patrick about her experience with a keto shot she had taken at home. Dr. Rhonda Patrick shares that it had a potent nootropic effect, making her feel focused, alert, and more productive. She notes that it's a better alternative to other nootropics like nicotine, which can have negative side effects. The keto shot not only enhances cognitive function, but also has benefits for brain aging. Dr. Rhonda Patrick's enthusiasm for the keto shot stems from its potential to mimic the effects of a ketogenic diet, which can be challenging for older adults to follow. She's excited about the prospect of a supplement that can provide similar benefits, particularly for brain health. Stephen Bartlett inquires about Dr. Rhonda Patrick's favorite superfoods, and she mentions dark leafy greens like kale and broccoli. These vegetables are rich in magnesium, folate, and vitamin K, making them an excellent source of essential micronutrients. Dr. Rhonda Patrick also highlights the benefits of sulforaphane, a compound found in cruciferous vegetables, which can increase glutathione in the brain and help detoxify pollutants. Dr. Rhonda Patrick also expresses her fondness for blueberries, which are a rich source of polyphenols. She notes that blueberries have been shown to improve cognition and memory, and even a cup a day can have a positive impact. She also mentions salmon as a superfood, citing its high levels of omega-3 fatty acids, particularly EPA and DHA, which are essential for brain health and have anti-inflammatory properties. Stephen Bartlett finds it interesting that omega-3 fatty acids have an impact on mental health and depression. Dr. Rhonda Patrick explains that omega-3 fatty acids resolve inflammation, which plays a significant role in depression. She cites a study where injecting inflammatory molecules caused depression, but supplementing with omega-3 fatty acids blunted the depressive symptom. Dr. Rhonda Patrick emphasizes the importance of getting enough omega-3 fatty acids from marine sources, such as salmon, and notes that not consuming enough seafood is one of the top 6 preventable causes of death, comparable to not having hypertension or smoking. Thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe, check out YouTube channel, and just remember, subscription is only £1 or $1 per month. Leave a comment or review. Until next time, happy listening!